he had this goatee here, and he was just smiling at me like this the entire time.
What did Jesus and the Jews look like? This is a reconstruction of the supernatural shroud of Turin.
The people that believe that it's real believe that when he was resurrected, some kind of ultraviolet radiation, some kind of burst made that image. That's because that image has never been on any other shroud. People get buried in shrouds all the time. There's never an image like that. Particle physicists, nuclear engineers, they all studied it. No one knows how they did it.
Right. No one knows how they made it.
There's no paint. There's no dye.
So the image of it is bizarre because the image of it, you really only see Jesus when it's a negative of it. Mm-hmm. And they don't know how that image was put on there. It wasn't stained. It wasn't burned on there. They don't know what caused it. Just go back to the negative ones. The one that you just had. The one down. Right, yeah, that one, please. That's weird as fuck to me, man. That's weird as fuck that it didn't... You couldn't see it normally, and you only see it when they make a negative of it. That is so strange that someone would go out of their way to fake something in that way, where it only exists in a negative with so much detail that matches the biblical depiction of the crucifixion. Yeah, including the holes in the wrist, the lash marks on his back, the wound in his side. It's not only that, how'd they do that 600 fucking years ago? Or 2,000 years ago, or whatever age it actually is.
I seen one article last year where they found dirt particles that matched, that trace back to Jerusalem.
It's insane because it's a negative image on a non-photographic material. It's linen.
Right.
And then it turns out, like if you look at it with the naked eye, it's white, and then you see the image of the face is kind of like yellow. You can barely see it. But in like 1898, some photographer took a picture of it and then looked at the negative, and then all of a sudden in the negative, the whole body appears, front and back, because he was buried like with a.
You see the images, Jamie?
He was buried with the sheet under him, and it went around his head. That's the back of him, because
the right one's the back and the left one's the front. That's crazy.
No one knows how they did it.
And it even has, like, the holes where the wrist would be nailed.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. That was the thing with Jesus. With me, it's very hard. It was always very hard to believe in Jesus. I'm like, dude, the resurrection, like that's a hard one to wrap your brain around, right? I could believe that he existed. I could believe that he got crucified. A lot of people got crucified, but the resurrection was always the thing that kept me from really believing in Jesus. I'm like, there's no way the resurrection was real.
But even if this is real, Eddie, it doesn't mean he was resurrected, right? It just means he was crucified and he was the actual real man.
No, the thing is how the image got on. The people that believe that it's real believe that when he was resurrected, some kind of ultraviolet radiation, some kind of burst made that image. That's because that image has never been on any other shroud. People get buried in shrouds all the time. There's never an image like that.
Pretty crazy.
And the crazy thing is the blood, there's no image under the blood. So the blood was there first, and then the image is after. It's crazy shit. Dude, I'm like, I went deep down a rabbit hole all week just watching the skeptics, the scientists, particle physicists. They have no idea how the fuck that image got on the front and back, the back of them too.
The Bible proves that the Israelites were a fair-skinned Levantine people. Firstly, God himself slaughters any Afrocentric Hotep nonsense by predestining the very name to be pronounced Israel Light, not Israel Dark. He is very hilarious and witty and poetic in his roasting. In the Song of Solomon, the bride of Solomon says that she had fair skin, but has gotten dark from the sun tanning her. Look not upon me, for I am dark. And the Old English King James Bible says, look not upon me, for I am black. She then describes, for the sun has tanned me, or looked upon me. She then describes how she was forced to work outside by her brothers tending the vineyard. In Hebrew culture, when a woman was dark-skinned, everybody knew it's because she was from a lower class, for only a low-class woman worked outside in the sun and developed a tan. If there were black or brown people around, she wouldn't need to worry about being judged. But this proves her default skin color, as all the Israelites was light skin. God by his Holy Spirit does reassure black believers though, because she does say, I am black and beautiful, or I am black but beautiful, implying that it's not that dark skin is ugly in itself. She was merely self-conscious of the cultural implications. Many anti-Semitic depictions of Jews actually come somewhat close. Many did have Middle Eastern features and curly hair, although many like Jesus and King Jehu also have straight hair. The ancient Egyptians were also not black. We can see that by their mummies, as well as the fact that they depicted women most of the time fair skin, with the men swarthy and red-tanned, just like many ancient Greeks and later Romans did. To claim this proves that they were black is fraudulent, and would mean that ancient Romans and Greeks were also black. But this is simply a Mediterranean art style many cultures depicted. It echoes Song of Solomon.